What's up, everyone? My name's VJ. Welcome to today's SecFi Tax Series vlog. Today we're going to keep on the same theme of what we've been talking about, which is stock option planning around the year end. So we're getting a lot of questions on, should I exercise in tax year 2020? Should I wait till January or February to exercise my stock options? And today we're going to talk about one important consideration, something called the AMT Credit. So this applies to those of you who own incentive stock options, or ISOs for short. If you own ISOs, this may apply to you, so listen up. So first off, let's do a refresh on the AMT. The alternative minimum tax, or the AMT for short, is an additional tax that you're going to need to pay in a given year if you exercise enough ISOs. So when you take a look at how the AMT works, it's effectively a additional tax that you'll need to calculate every year. So on one hand, you have your regular tax rate. On the other hand, you have your AMT. Whichever is greater in a given year is the tax liability you're going to pay. So exercising ISOs, you're going to raise your AMT typically above your regular tax, and you're going to pay an additional tax due to the exercise. Now, that sucks, right? No one wants to pay an additional tax. Ideally, you don't pay any tax, but this is how it works here in the U.S. But the good thing about the AMT, it's an acceleration of a tax, right? So let's take this back a little bit. Let's say you decide to exercise some ISOs, right, and you generate an additional AMT tax bill of, call $10,000. Just making up some numbers here. So you'll pay an additional $10,000 in taxes for tax year 2020. The great news is you may be able to recover some of that $10,000 in future years in the form of what's called an AMT credit. So that just means, put very simply, a credit or a tax credit is just a dollar for dollar reduction in your taxes. So you pay $10,000 for tax year 10,000 additional dollars for tax year 2020. If you don't exercise any ISOs, if you don't hit the AMT in 2021, you may be able to start recovering all of that $10,000 or a portion of that $10,000 when you file your tax return for 2021. So it's a dollar for dollar reduction. You pay $10,000. The idea is that you're going to get that $10,000 back one day. Now, there's some important limitations there. You may not be able to take the full $10,000 in a given year. It may take you a couple of years, if not more. But really important to note that there are limitations. So it's not just you exercise 1 year, pay $10,000 to get the full amount back. No, there's certain restrictions. Regardless, you're going to be able to carry forward that AMT credit. You'll be able to start recovering that. So year-end planning for you. If you own incentive stock options, or ISOs for short, consider exercising this year, because you can start recovering that AMT credit for tax year 2021. Really important consideration, right? If you wait until January to exercise, you're going to have your AMT paid in January 2021, and you're not going to be able to recover it until you file your tax return for 2022. So just one consideration, really important to note that this isn't the only one. Tune into the rest of our tax series vlogs where we're going to discuss all the considerations you need to take into account as you plan around your stock option exercise for year end. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon.